So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for being here today, especially those of you that knew that I'd be saying a few words. It's very touching that you still came. Right, I'd like to start by laying down a couple of ground rules. Firstly, no heckling, please. And secondly, if you do have a mobile phone, you're welcome to leave it on. Keep yourselves entertained. I think if you keep your spirits high and your expectations low, then everyone will be happy. Now, I'm quite nervous, actually, which is a little bit unlike me. This is kind of the biggest day of my life, so I'd like to thank you all for being here. I have been asked specifically not to try and steal the limelight. Now, being nervous and not wanting anyone attending here today to hear my speech before I do it, I practiced it at work, and as some of you may know, that's with some elderly impatience. I think it went well. They pissed themselves. Let's just check at the back. Can you hear me at the back, Rob?
Yep.
Now, I've done best man duties before, and the last time I did a speech, someone at the back shouted, "I can't hear you." And the man sitting next to me said, "Can I swap places?" And there comes a time in life when you meet your one true love, your soulmate. The person when you blink that you've missed them for too long, and the person you never want to let go of.
Oh,
This came for Tris 31 years ago when he met me.
Don't steal my punchline.
With that, I guess I should introduce myself, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic. I am Tristan's brother. To be asked to be his best man is an absolute honour for me, but also an honour for him too. I want to admit that I am indeed the best man. Now, being the older brother, contrary to looks, yes, that's right, I'm the older brother. It was my job to show Tris the way of the world, introduce him to life, teach him the way to go forth, guide him, be his mentor, give him a chance to learn from my mistakes. So first to get drunk? No, not me. First to get a tattoo? No, not me either. First to throw his passport away in a bin whilst living in Poland, or away in Poland? Not me either. First to get mugged on holiday? Yeah, that was Tris too. First to get a motorbike? He stole all of these accolades. First to lose his door key, then the replacement door key, then misplace his birth certificate, and apparently first to get thrown out of a kids' play area of Centre Parks by security. Tried to hide on the climbing frame, then once evicted realised that he'd lost his keys. Stifling his late night drive home ready for work the next day, and causing a full search party the next morning. Now, Trish would really rather prefer that these were called mishaps, of course, but there's a theme and an air of just simply being a loser. Well, today I'm sure you'll all agree he's in fact a winner.
Hey, there we go.
Your own family accepts your traits and knows you well, but I'm sure your new family have only a taster of who you really are.
Would you like an assistant?
No, sorry, actually. Okay. It's hard to believe that this extreme receding hairline is in fact a ginger. Now, you might not know where the name Tristan and the association to Bradshaw came from. I did some Googling and discovered that Bradshaw has a Latin origin and means good looking, intelligent, attractive to women, and Tristan means not very. Now, I, like Tom, are glad that so many of you could make it here today. What a turnout. And boy, you guys can really pull a crowd. Your uncle from Crewe, uni friends from Surrey, Nick and Leanne from Scotland, Kim and Dave from Wales. It's really amazing how far people will travel for a free meal. I think you'll all agree that the bridesmaids, Sarah, Becky, have done a great job today too. Come on, give them a round of applause, everyone, for their effort. A role where looking good and not having to say much is apparently a job. I've finally found my vocation. Well done to the bridesmaids. I think I want to be a bridesmaid next time though. We can't forget Freddie either. He's had a little bit of an applause already. Too cute, a well executed role. Give it up for Freddie. Now, in the short time that I have managed to spend with my new sister Faye, has shown that she really enjoys the simple things in life. Tristan. After all, schooling and education didn't really capture Triss's attention. He's an outdoorsy person, the artistic type, drawing, crafting, going camping. I remember one time we were out to dinner. The waiter brought over his pizza.
Yeah, you tell him.
He knows, yeah.
Said, how many slices would you like this pizza cut into? 4 or 8? And Trish said, oh, just 4? I don't think I'll manage 8. Now, you see, we're either end of the spectrum, Trish and I. I'm management, organised, a bit of a control freak, in fact. Timings are really important. But Trish is known for his planning ahead. Sorry, not known for his planning ahead. No sense of urgency at all with Trish. When we used to perform, or when he used to perform with us at Sold Out, that's soldouttlive.com.
Get it in there.
I'd offer to transport him, pick him up at 7 sharp. I'd be there waiting. Trish would arrive home from shopping at about 10 to, need a shower, a toilet break, still needing to iron the new short shirt that he's bought, whilst I'm left pacing in a panic. He's just a free spirit guy, and as long as the world is still turning, he's just about fine. So it's so great that you found that special someone that you respect, admire, look up to, your true soulmate, the one that you can turn to understand your pain, that big reassuring hug, the one that will rub your earlobe whilst you sleep. Yep, me again. Speaking of getting to sleep, I'm not sure that you've invited everyone to this wedding that really should have been here today, Trish. So in true surprise, surprise style, I give you baby boo.
Oh my God.
There's a slight similarity with the hair, if you know.
Thanks.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this little feather never left his side for years. And today, you tried to leave him out. I have had a word. He's okay. He accepts that you need to move on and understand he's been replaced. But he asks you don't forget him, and very much similar, how I feel too. And we've been very close over the years. Some might say too close. I'll let you keep this for later. Without a conscious thought, I took Trish under my wing from about the age of 6 or 7. Being there for Trish, trying to go above and beyond to protect him, sometimes overprotective, and often even without his request. Turning up at his secondary school and scaring off bullies, acting as a bank for his first venture when he left home with every bill that he hadn't planned for. And at our little Nan's passing, God bless her, I knew Trish wanted to say goodbye in person, and fearful that he would be left with an image forever, I went in after him, only to find out later that even having taken in every inch of that room, that he had in fact found it too difficult and left the room without seeing a thing. I, however, was therefore left with a burnt-in image on my retina of my poor sweet old Nan. This for me was the start that maybe I needed to stop helping, take a step back, and Trish no longer needed me. I was also the person he could come to share his misfortune, walking into his mum's house to hear her doing exercises in her bedroom. The fact that he now feels he can share just about everything with me. Now, speaking of mum, what kind of family did you raise? Now, I really can't explain this one. I must have been about 11. Triss about 6, and was given the impression of the world that everybody who goes to centre parks must bathe together and get sudsy. This is just as much embarrassing for me as it is. So I was thrilled to hear, as I'm sure some of the boyfriends and husbands were, that the hen party was heading to Centre Park. I immediately thought pillar fights and naked showering had to have occurred. It's clearly the law, it must have. So if you need someone to edit the videos, do let me know, Faye. It's the least I can do as the new brother. As some of his mates will know, Triss really suits a stable and secure relationship, although sometimes a little premature in reading the signals. No doubt he changed his Facebook status to married already. He probably did that last night. In fact, he probably did that on the first date. Now, didn't Faye look wonderful and serene in the ceremony? Yeah. Certainly more relaxed than I'd have expected. I did, however, enjoy the moments before she graciously entered the hall, where I overheard her muttering to herself while standing patiently waiting with Tom. "What's up?" I asked. "Are you okay?" "Yes, I'm fine. Just some tips I learned to combat the nerves." Clearly they paid off. "I was scared I'd trip making my way to Triss, or cry, and no one will hear me speak through the tears. But it's okay, I've had some great advice. First, walk nice and straight down the aisle. Secondly, I need to make sure the lower train area of my dress sits the way that I want it to be, or I won't be happy with the photos. And stare into the eyes of Triss, because he makes me feel safe. So I just have to repeat to myself, I'll train Triss. I'll train Triss."
I really wondered where he was going with that.
Now, I do have a little request of the two of you now. Faye, please place your hand on the table.
Which one?
Any hand. Now, Triss, please lay your hand on top of the new bride.
On top of the bride?
It did say brides for some reason. Very good. I want everyone to witness this touching moment. Triss, I also want you to enjoy it, because this is the last time you will ever have the upper hand. Now, I do have a few tips for a great marriage. The most effective way to remember your wife's birthday is to forget it once. Getting married is like buying a dishwasher. You'll never have to do it by hand again. Oh, come on, it's me. What do you expect?
That's a bit below the belt.
And whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. Now, I'm sure, like any true love, there'll be occasions when you're scared to lose your wife. The better half, after all. And panic will set in every now and again, maybe hearing of a car accident on the roads that Faye takes to work, and you get that sinking feeling. But should you ever wonder where she is, learn something, if only this, from me. Cast your eye on the most beautiful girl you can find. I mean stunning. Someone you would maybe even consider trading her in for, and by the magic of annoyance, your wife will appear. Now, Faye, should you lose Triss, start with the toilets. As you know, he's quite an expert. In fact, over the last 10 years or so, Triss has been gaining accreditation certified by Armitage Shanks. He's simply fascinated by them, taking every opportunity to visit them and take in his surroundings. He finds it his sanctuary. Be assured, wherever he goes, he will have been there before to use the loo. If he pops to your house for a cuppa, he will ensure he ticks it off his list of locations. Wherever you go, you will find him in the gents, generally loitering, hanging around. He's promised me, even after some concerning photos, he's not gay, he just likes toilets. Now, in all honesty, Trish is truly an amazing guy. Ever so cute.
It's very.
Look like I've been drugged.
He's extremely loyal and trusting, he has a great sense of humour, and I'm reliably informed that he's the life and soul of the party when I'm not around. He's a great musician, So please, Faye, don't get in the way of his musical expression. He's the only guitarist I know that can play by ear a guitar solo of any of the greats, but not actually know where any chords are. Time and time again, we'd used to try and jam at home, me on the drums, him with bass, guitar, keyboards, trumpet. He'll know the solos, maybe even how the chorus goes, but not a clue how to start the song or any of the verses. When you first asked me to be best man, I panicked. I thought I'd be short of funny stories, so I went through your recently dialed numbers to chat to some friends. First call turned out to be the Oaks Hospital. Lovely people there and certainly accommodating. I managed to get a statement from the staff and surgeon who recently carried out a small procedure. They said it was a treat to work on you. They take their hat off to... Sorry, they took their hood off for you. And Faye, I've got some K1 paracetamol in the car for later. Apparently they said you're going to need it. Now, as their long future begins, awaiting marvels in science to prevent the ginger gene from taking hold, they'll be placing their final touches on the house, like a kitchen. And Tristan said now the wedding will be out the way, he can finally get on with it properly. Although I guess that's what he meant. He said he was going to do a lot of banging and screwing over the next few days. Holler if you need some help.
It was a lie.
There's no lie, Tris. Now to both of you, your journey is only just beginning. Everything up until now has just been a rehearsal for the time and decades ahead of you both. My bond for you, bro, is deep. I've often put myself in the position of a father figure, as you know. So much so that I felt guilty when I left home at 21. Getting my first house, it hurt me knowing that I couldn't be there for you anymore. I know how much he loves you, Faye, and I know he'll make you a great husband. Look after him for me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses. To love, laughter, and to a happy ever after, I give you Faye and Tristan.
Faye and Tristan.
Thank you.